What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing reading for all my Aquarius Sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of January 20th and February 18th, then you are an Aquarius Sun sign, and this video is for you. Today we're going to be doing a Connecting to Spirit Guides reading. We all have spirit guides who live or exist on the ethereal realms, and they're there to guide us and help us and lead us and show us signs so that we stick to our path that we're meant to be on. And the meaning behind this spread is to help you to connect more deeply with your guides, to understand their messages for you at this time, and to just receive their healing energy. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We've got the Tarot Mucha and the crystal reading cards to help us. And let's get right on into it without further delay. We'll use the Tarot Mucha first. I've already shuffled, so it's just a matter of cutting the deck and dealing the cards out. I want you guys to remember that this is a general overall reading. It's going to apply to you guys in a general sort of way. If you want a more specific reading where I tap into your energies, head on over to my website, lightofriga.com. And there's a variety of different readings that you can peruse there. We can even do this reading if you like for as low as $10. And we'll get more personal with your guides and what messages they have for you. So I appreciate if you go check that out, lightofriga.com, or you can find me on Etsy, whichever way is easiest. So let's get right on into it. The first card we're going to look at is this one, and this card represents the issue that your guides are helping you with now at this time. And we've got the Temperance card. So this card is about balance, and the message I'm getting here is that there needs to be a little bit more balance in many of your lives, Aquarius friends. This is, I'm getting the feeling here of, and this is going to apply to everyone differently, but balance between the logic mind and the emotional body. Does that make sense? Balance between logic and emotion, and using both of them to your advantage. So often we have people in this society who are over emotional and they just react emotionally, right? And we see all sorts of horrible acts done in the throes of passion, right? It's because they weren't using their head. And then we also have people who are just in their head and they have no emotion, no empathy, no understanding for others. And they do things just based on logic or just based on themselves, and both are dangerous, I feel like. And I think this card is asking you to, at this time, your guides want you to be a little bit more balanced. They want you to be more kind of using your left and your right brain in conjunction with your heart, is sort of the feeling that I'm getting. So I think, if you feel like you're an over emotional person, I think you need to bring more logic into your life. If you feel as though you're a more logical thinking person, then you need to bring more emotion into your life and kind of balance those energies out. And that's what your guides are trying to help you with right now, is to find that balance. If that doesn't ring a chord with you, balance can be found in all sorts of different aspects of your life. Perhaps your guides are trying to help you find a balance between love and work, possibly. It's going to be different for all of you. But how are you in or out of balance in your life is the question you need to ask yourself. And I think your guides are trying to bring that balance to you. Are you overly practical and not spiritual enough? Are you too spiritual and not practical enough? So it's time to ask those questions and connect more deeply with your guides to understand how you're out of balance. And we'll get into that in a moment. Okay, let's look at the second card over here. This card represents the message your guides want you to know at this time. Their message for you. And we've got the Empress. Two major arcana already here. Alright, I think the message from your guides is that you are abundant. You have everything you need. You are protected. You are looked after. The universe has your back, and so do your guides, and so does this planet. Mother Gaia has your back, and it's important to remember that you have everything you need to survive. You have everything you need to be happy already, and I'm getting the feeling that many of you maybe don't realize that, and that could be a reason for your imbalance. You're working really hard to make more money because you feel as though you need more money to be happy or need more money to be balanced, but you've already got it all. You've got everything. You woke up today with breath in your lungs, with clothes on your back. You have a bed, you have shelter, you have internet access, so you have everything you need already. You're already well supported, and your guides want you to know that you have their support. You're not alone in all of this, and you can find that balance because you've got so much help from all those things I mentioned, from your guides, from Gaia, from the universe, from all sorts of help. And in the physical realm too, your friends, your family, your coworkers, they all are here to assist you and to help you to find balance. So if you're struggling to find balance, realize that you have everything you need already, that you are protected, and you are supported. Does that make sense so far? All right, let's go to this last card. This card represents how to connect more deeply with your guides at this time. We've got the Queen of Swords. I think a willingness to communicate with them is going to help you to connect with them. For whatever reason, we don't know about our guides. Our society has they don't want us to know, basically. Society doesn't want you to know that you're supported on the 4th, 5th, 6th, and higher dimensions. So it's not taught to us. We don't know it. We're just going along thinking that we're just, this bag of flesh and bones that's going to die eventually and disappear into nothing. And of course, nothing could be further from the truth. You are an eternal being, and you have eternal guides that are there looking after you. And in order to connect more deeply with them, you have to be more willing to communicate with them. For many of you, this might just be the realization that they're there. For others, it might be just having a conscious decision to speak with them more often. You can do this through meditation. You can do this through all sorts of different ways. We all connect to our guides differently, and how you connect to your guide is up to you. I find meditation for myself is the best way, but I'm not going to tell you how to connect with your guides or how to listen to their messages. But you need to be willing to talk to them. You need to be more open with them and say, you know what, guides, what am I supposed to do next? And believe it or not, they will find a way to show you, and it's just a matter of being open and willing to communicate. So if you're more willing to communicate, I feel like your guides are going to play a larger role in your life, and you'll have a better relationship with them. Okay? All right, before we go, we have the crystal reading cards here. We're going to ask the crystal reading cards, what crystal or healing energy do Aquarius sun signs need to focus on at this time? What crystal or healing energy do Aquarius sun signs need to focus on at this time? And we've got orpiment, success. I have never worked with this crystal. I've never seen this crystal sold in any store or show, so it must be pretty rare. So I don't know what this crystal does, but let's see if the energy's coming through. We got the word success to go with it. I'm getting the feeling that this crystal has got a very high energy. I'm almost getting like a citrine type energy where it's propelling you to do the things that are necessary to create success. And I think the healing energy here is that you should realize that you're already successful. I think that's the most important message with this card, and it goes along with what your guides have been saying, is that you are already successful. The desire, the need, or the compulsion to create success for you so that you can prove how good you are to the other humans, that's just taking you away from your spiritual path. Once you realize that you've been a smashing success in every single aspect of your life heretofore, once you realize that, now we can start moving towards healing. And so it's about shedding that dark negative energy of not having enough, of not being enough, of wanting to prove yourself to others, maybe even to yourself. Once you kind of shed that, and that's what this card is asking you to do, once you kind of shed that negative energy, now you can truly be yourself. And once you start being yourself, you're going to open up avenues of creativity, of love, of self-expression that were never there before, and you're going to start to be more balanced. You're going to start to be more in alignment with who you truly are, who your soul wants you to be. But you have to realize that those things that you're seeking, possibly for some of you, are just illusion. And the success you're seeking is illusion. And you've already achieved everything that you need to achieve. Now it's time to focus on the self and improving the self. All right, so that is the reading for Aquarius. I hope you guys got something out of that. Like I said, this is a general overall reading. Not everything's going to apply, but if you want a specific reading where I tap into your energies, head on over to my website, lightofriga.com. There's daily readings there. There's also personal readings that we can use together to bring healing into your life. So I'd appreciate it if you go check that out. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this, if you got something out of it. It lets me know that you did. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about these readings. And if you really enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the videos that I release. You don't want to miss out. There are lots of them. Okay, so hit that subscribe button if you would. Alright, Aquarius friends, it's about realizing how much success you've already attained and finding a balance as you work on self-healing rather than, questing for what society wants you to do. Right? Alright. I hope that made sense. I hope you can connect more deeply with your guides, Aquarius friends. I wish you love and light. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.